you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you. Hi, Raymond. Thank you for joining.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Trust you are all doing good, and how is our day going? Hope you're having a great day. So today is the continuation of our 7 day master class. I hope everybody enjoyed yesterday's session. If you enjoyed yesterday's session, let me see your reactions. So I would like some of us to give reviews from yesterday's session. So, Alpha, please can you unmute your mic and like tell us what you like gained from yesterday's session?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Alpha.
Yeah, so yesterday was so insightful. I learned so much actually. Starting from how to build confidence and even some self-care tips. How it can boost our confidence when interviewing, and I learned some pretty useful experience like from different people here to how we should try to always connect and just fake it till you make it, that type of thing.
All right, thank you very much for that. I'm glad you're able to learn something. Mariam,
Yes.
please can you unmute your mic and share with us what you learned yesterday? Please can Mariam hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, yesterday's session was very inspiring. Especially, I like the practical examples that the lecturer gave, and also what one particular thing that stood out for me in the class was the document, the brag document that she talked about, and uh, she mentioned that when you have achievements or things you did well, or when people compliment you, you can just put them together in a document. And days when you are feeling down, or you are feeling you are not doing enough, or you are not where you are supposed to be, then you can just go to the document and see how far you've come. And that's something very insightful, because there is no how those days will come, and having that kind of thing to just keep it going is a very thoughtful one. Thank you.
That's interesting. So I hope we are posting on our social media pages with the hashtags. So how many people have made a post about the 7 day master class? Can I get your reactions? All right, thank you very much. So today we'll be having another speaker, and I'll be introducing her now. So our today's speaker is Taofeeqah Bello. She's a community manager and a product designer, and she's also the founder of Atech Africa, and she'll be taking us through the topic crafting an elevator pitch and sending code messages. So can we have Taofeeqah Bello?
Hi everyone. I'm so happy to be here today, and thank you so much, Angela, for the introduction. So,
Yeah,
this is the first time some people will be seeing me wearing my glasses, but it's kind of weird anyway. I just feel like not wearing glasses now, and yeah, for those that do not actually know, because I usually get some messages like, "Who is the founder of Atech Africa?" and all of that. But then, this is me, and my name is Taofeeqah Bello. For those that doesn't know my name, and I'm so glad to be here today, and I really hope we're actually enjoying our session so far. So today we're going to be talking about an amazing topic, because this is going to be a practical aspect for everyone here today. And no matter the field you had, even if it's not a tech field and all of that, you really need the skill. This is like a soft skills you really need to know about as well, because if you try to look at all the topics going to be covering and what we did yesterday are soft skills topic that people really need to know about, apart from those art skill topic that we have normally. So, and as you mentioned, the topic is about crafting elevator pitch and the sending out of code messages. So before I start, I'm going to like be sharing one personal quick story with us, because the last job I was able to work, the company I worked with last, it was through a code message I sent to the CEO. So that was how I got the role, and it was just a normal message, in the sense that I had no prior connection with the CEO or even the person that that actually like worked in the company before. But my message I sent to the person stood out, and it landed me an opportunity I never thought is going to be possible. So that's the power of clarity, that's the power of confidence, and that's the power of right approach to it. So today I will help you to like unlock the same potential. Let me put it that way. For those that doesn't really know this kind of thing actually works, because a lot of people thinks it doesn't really work, right? So I'm going to like be telling us on how we can create a memorable elevator pitch that sells your value in just 10 seconds. So what I mean by elevator pitch, I'm going to take us through, and we're going to be talking about how to send effective code messages that opens us for different opportunities we could not think of. So before I dive deep into what I'm going to be taking us today, so I hope we are all yet with our pen and paper, because it's going to be like a practical aspect, like I mentioned. And if you're not with your pen or paper, you can use your notepad here, because I'm going to be giving us an activity, and then we're going to like do it right on the call. And for those that might not have a network, good network, can do it later and send it to the group and even post it online. So I want everyone to be very attentive with this. So, and yeah, so the step by step we're going to forward now is going to be two things, because I mentioned two things. The first thing I mentioned was the elevator pitch, and then the code message. So I'm going to be starting with the elevator pitch. So how to craft an elevator pitch. So what I actually mean by elevator pitch is you trying to introduce yourself to people just 30 seconds. And within that 30 seconds, the person is going to get every damn thing of what you are saying, and they will find the interest in you. So that's what I mean by elevator pitch. So let's start with this, and it's just like 30 seconds. So what you really need to know before you can do any pitch, or you to know how to like craft a perfect elevator pitch. So there are three main things, and the first one is you need to know who you are, and the second one is what do you do, and the third one is what value do you bring. So these three things are what you're going to be putting together to craft a good example of an elevator pitch. So what I mentioned, the first one is who you are. You need to take note of that. So who you are, what do you do, and what value do you bring to the table. So I would like to share my screen now to show us what I really mean by that. So because I crafted some information down, although because of time frame and everything, I could not do a perfect slide. Yeah, but this is going to go a very long way as well. So I would like everybody to like respond if you can actually see my screen. Okay, great. So one is according to what I said the first one is going to be who you are, right? So what I mean by who you are, and according to what I explained about what an elevator pitch really means. So it's just like you trying to pitch yourself to people within just 30 seconds. They should be able to gain or learn to know more about you, right? So who you are is you introducing yourself. So if you want to write something like that, you can just be like, hello, I'm Taofeeqah Bello, for example. I'm a product designer. So that covers who I am. So the next thing I mentioned, can anyone for feedback say please, can anyone just remind what I mentioned? so that I can know that everyone is following me.
Cool.
You can just drop it in the call message. Okay, let me call on. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think okay, yeah. I think a lot of people are following me. Thank you so much. So, who you are, what do you do, and what was the last thing? What value do you bring to the table? So, great. Thank you very much. So, who you are, the first one has already covered it, which is hi, I'm Taofeeqah Bello. I'm a product designer. So, what do I do? Is this product design, right? This product design, and I try to like explain further what I really do with this product design. And that gives me institution to say that, oh, I specialize in creating user-centric solutions for tech startups, right? And even in it, I was able to add the value I've brought into the table for companies I've worked with. So I know some of us here, we are not, we are all newbies, right? And even myself, I'm still newbie. I'm not an expert in this yet. So, so my design. So that's what I mean by what value do you bring to the table? So you let people know what value do like why do they need your service in something like that. You might go to an event, for example, you go to because I saw that there are many of us that we could not, introduce ourselves because I go to events a lot, right? And there I will see some people that will come to me, but the way they will introduce themselves, I'll feel like, oh, okay. Do you get? But when someone comes to me, tell me, oh, my name is so so so. This is what I do. This is what I've been able to achieve, XYZ and all. It gives me room to also have interest in knowing better who this person is. And for example, there are some things that people usually do when they come to your DM, they'll just type hi or hello. You can't expect me to continue the conversation because you did not tell me why you come to my DM. Why are you in my DM? Who are you? What do you do? What value do you want me to gain from you? Or what value are you bringing to the table for me? So you need to know how to like craft this elevator pitch that I'm talking about so that it makes you to stand out in everywhere you go. And this, even with this, I was able to like the last when I was working, there are some things that you really need this kind of situation for, especially for the community managers. For example, in a community management role, there will be an opportunity if you actually like have the opportunity to work in a real big company setup, right? There will be, when it comes to the marketing aspect, they might be assigned to like be the one to start reaching out to people. Do you get like top people in the society, like influencers? When you want to reach out to those people, you need to make sure that anything you're sending out to them, it has to be a concise one. They need to get anything you are sending out to them in just a sentence or in just like first message you're going to send out to them. And thankfully, there are some people that unfortunately let me to be that way because apart from X, right, Twitter, there are some other platforms that you can usually use to connect with people, but you might not have the chance to send in a longer text, right? You need to know how to send a very short message that really makes sense to the person that is reading it. That will even have this anticipation in them, like, oh, let me try to reply to this person. I think this person knows what he or she is doing. Do you get? So that was actually like brought us to this, like the third one, which is what value do you bring? And that's like my designs have helped companies boost users engagement by up to like 90% rate. And I'm passionate about turning complex problems into elegant functional designs. So this one, even for someone that does not really, have a startup or does not have or doesn't need my service at that point, right? The person will have one thing in mind, which is what I had it, this measurable achievement. So yesterday, I think Victoria said some things about you trying to like make sure you document your things down very well in order to have, not because of you to just document them down, but for you to be able to know how you can measure your achievements. so that you can have a perfect way of writing things into your resume or into your portfolio or your social media profiles. This really helps and attracts a lot of people to you. Do you get people when someone sees something like this? Like I've helped companies so far to like boost their engagement more up to like 90%. So this there's even if 90% is up to like 100, right? You already know what I can do. You know that I can achieve more than this for you. So with just this little sentence I wrote here, you were able to get who I am. You were able to get what I do, and you were able to get the value I'm bringing to your table. Do you get? So that's exactly what I mean by elevator pitch. So now the activities we're going to be doing here today. For feedback, please can everyone still hear me better? You can just react to this message. Okay, thank you very much. So for the activity, this is what I want us to like do on this call. So I'll be taking 30 minutes. So I'm going to like be doing this with just two set of people, right? So I'm going to be taking 6 minutes out of my time now to let us like do this activity together. So you're going to be taking 30 minutes and then you craft your pitch using this template. So the template I give this what I wrote down. So every one of us on this call, I really urge us to like do the same thing now. So if you are with your pen or paper or you are with your notepad, you can, do this by taking 3 minutes out of this time now. You do this activity, and then once you're done, you can just send it to this income message, or you just send it to the group, or for those that want to like make the post online, you can just be, oh, this is the activity you're able to do, and all of that. So you're going to be writing your pitch, like craft your own pitch, right? Once you craft it using this template at the top, and then just write it down, and I'm going to like be reviewing it. So you can send it to the income message, like I mentioned, and for better way to get this, let me just send this to the income message now. So you're going to be using this to craft your own, because this is what I crafted for myself. Yeah. So I want you guys to do the same thing. Who you are, follow the same pattern. Who you are, what you do, and what value do you bring. So with this template, you're able to craft an elevator pitch for yourself. And this is what you can even be using with new people you've met, or you're going to be meeting, or anybody you want to connect with. Or instead of you just coming to anybody's DM and be sending hello, hi. This way is going to make it better for everyone. And if you don't have the way I mentioned, if you're just a newbie, right, you don't need to add you don't need to add any measurable achievements, because as a newbie, you might not really have much experience in this aspect. So you can just type in like, oh, my name is Oluwafermi Deborah, because she has been raising her hand since. So let me just say, okay, my name is Oluwafermi Deborah. I'm a data analyst. This is what I do. This is what I was able to like. This is what is it? Am I going to say? This is what I do, right? And this is what I can add to your company, or this is what I can add to you. So if you are trying to like introduce yourself to connect with new people, right? That's when code message comes in. So we have two different things. We have elevator pitch. This is when you are pitching to someone doing, or like how do I want to like put it? You're pitching to a company CEO, or you're pitching to a startup owner, or you're pitching to someone that you think it can be, or she can be in a good space to like hire you. You get? That's when elevator pitch comes in. But when it comes to code message, it's different. So I don't want us to like mix it together. It is similar, but it is different. So that's what I'm doing, like a step-by-step activities for us, so that we can be able to like understand the difference between elevator pitch and code message. So this is a code message, right? You are sending it out to you can use me as an example. Like, okay, so like I'm the founder of Atech Africa, and you want to work with Atech Africa as an organization. So you can use this like pitch to me, like, oh, my name is so, I'm a data analyst, and this is what I can do. I think the 3 minutes is You can start setting in your answer, please. It's almost like 3 minutes now. Let me see those that are actually following me, and let me stop sharing my screen for a while. Deborah, please, you are raising your hand. Do you have a question you would like to ask? No, I think she has left already. So please, let me know if you are actually doing this. Oh, I think someone has sent already. Okay, good day. I'm Cherish. Okay, virtual assistant. Okay, because I am according to what for those down the call, please, you can go to the income message. You're going to see. Oh, I've been seeing a lot of things here. Let me share my screen so that I can be able to like read it better. Okay, great. So for Cherish, please let's keep it coming. Thank you. So for Cherish now, she said, "Good day. Cherish, a virtual assistant. I specialize in providing comprehensive digital support to non-profit organizations, CEOs, and entrepreneurs. Okay, my service has helped my clients streamline business operation and allowing organizations to focus on their core mission, increasing output of at least. Okay, I'm passionate about this thing. Okay, great. Cherish, this is actually a very nice thing you were able to craft within this 3 minutes. That means you're actually like following better and you really understand what I mean by elevator pitch. But however, I would like to give you some review on this. The review is it's kind of like very long, right? It is long because I like I mentioned, it's something like, for example, if you're kind of like used to LinkedIn and you are not using the premium version of LinkedIn, yes, you have only chance to send in just 20 words, 200 words rather. This is if you try to like type it in into LinkedIn now, I guess this is more than 200. And for someone you want to like connect with at first, because after the person has accepted your connection, that is when you can then send in a longer text to the person on LinkedIn. But this is longer than the amount that it's going to take in. So it's sometimes like for you to be able to reduce this better, you can remove this okay, you can just add this. Okay, I'm Cherry, yes, a virtual assistant. I specialize in this, so. Okay. My services are this thing. So you can this what's it called? I'm passionate about helping business owners plan their activities in order to maximize my output. This is not actually really necessary anymore. The reason why I said that is if you check up here, you've added the value you bring to the table. You've added who you are, how you work. You've already added it to it. So next time once you like you can just remove this and you can keep on using this. This is going to be a perfect thing for you to like. So for someone that will need your service, once the person see this, he or she has already know what you do, or see, okay, this is what you've been able to achieve so far, and they can easily just accept the connection and you can move further with the discussion. So that's what we mean by elevator pitch. So and okay, for answer, Rema said, okay, hi, I'm Rema Amza, a UI designer. I create aesthetically pleasing design, both mobile and desktop application. Okay, I'm passionate about solving real life problems with design. This is so perfect for someone that doesn't really have experience, like much experience yet. You still had your value to it because I could see you had it like the value you can bring because you're passionate about solving this real life problem with design. So for example, if you are trying to like reach out to for Raymat now, if you're trying to reach out to a company that they're into fintech, right? They're into fintech. You've already browsed about the company. So before you send in this elevator pitch, you must check out what the company does. If the company is into fintech applications, like creating fintech service, you already know, right? And that's what you're going to be inputting into your elevator pitch, right? So if the company is into like air technology, you already know this company is into air technology services. So already know what the company does, right? And this is what you need to do. You can just type in like, I'm Rema Amza, a UI designer. I create aesthetically pleasing design, both mobile and desktop application. But if you are checking their LinkedIn, okay, if the company is into fintech, right, and you are checking in and you notice that, oh, they don't really create something about mobile application. They usually talk about desktop, right? You can remove this both mobile and desktop, right? So that they will know that, oh, you really, you are the perfect person for what they are looking for. And in some other topics we're going to be covering within the 7-day masterclass, there will be a speaker that will come to tell you about how to create resume so that it will include some keywords the company actually looking for. So in this kind of situation, once you had it like, oh, they are into desktop, you had it just like designing desktop applications, or let me just say designing amazing desktop applications, right? And you can just add like, I'm passionate about solving real life problems with design on that fintech industry. Do you get? So they will know that, oh, this person is actually passionate, not only passionate being a designer, but passionate about creating designs in fintech industry. So those are the things you need to like be focusing on when you're trying to create a pitch. So for Oluwatoni Olasomi, I don't know if I call that very well. So okay, for Treasure, let me just, he said, hi, I'm Treasure, a product designer with a background in graphic design. I specialize in crafting visually compelling user-centric solutions. My previous design projects have helped brand enhance this thing. Okay, this is actually very cool. But the previous design projects that you said you worked on, you had it right, but you is not like a measurable achievement. So you need to take note of all these things. While even creating a resume, you need to take note of all these things, because if you're creating a resume, you must add all those things to the resume so that those are the things they're going to see and they feel like, oh, this person actually like achieved something or nearly to what we want to do as well. So if you just write some things, they will just see like, oh, this person, I didn't really think this person is like really I've done a lot of things regarding this aspect. Or this person just craft something with ChatGPT and just write. But when you put in achievement, what you were able to like achieve so far, for example, like percentage, right? Percentage is very, very good when doing something like this. I would even love to like show you my resume so that we can see that as well before we move to the second thing. So for others that actually joined, that dropped theirs as well. So thank you so much for joining, for dropping all this. But with what I've said, I hope everyone can take note of it and correct their own pitch with what I've mentioned now. So that because of time and this is a lot, I might not be able to like review everything, right? So you need to like make sure it is very concise, it is something very simple and straightforward, and it's not like long. So for elevator pitch, and I'll about the measurable achievement I talked about, like I mentioned, we're going to be having a speaker that will talk about how to build a resume and even a portfolio as well. But I would like to like show you what I really mean by adding a measurable achievement to your resume. Because even with resume, you're already pitching yourself. You don't need to like what's it called? You cannot be only text that you can actually, pitch yourself better. So I hope everyone can see this, right? So this is my resume. In my resume, I added the contact, I added my profile. So this is just like a short profile. And if, for example, in this work experience now, I added the percentage and I even bold it, like so that they will be able to like see the achievement so far. It's not something like I actually just write out of blue moon. It's something that is measurable, right? So that's what I actually mean by adding achievement to your pitch and all of that. So I would like to move into, so thank you so much. You can keep sending in your pitch. You can even send it to the group, yes, because of future sake and for documentation, because it's something you can still even keep using, right? So you can just send it to your to the group or keep it somewhere, because it's going to be a perfect space for you to like introduce yourself better. So you don't need to like, when you want to send in a message to someone, you don't need to like be sending a or hello alone without putting your name or why you even DM the person. So you need to take note of the three things I mentioned while sending in an elevator pitch to people or potential clients or um potential CEO you want to work with in a company. So the second thing that I'll talk about, like I mentioned, is code message. So now you know the difference between code message and elevator pitch. So let me go to that. Let me see what I wrote down here. Okay, so with the elevator pitch, okay, I've talked about the elevator pitch, right? So the second thing we're going to be talking about is how to send in code messages, right? Like I mentioned, elevator pitch is just like in a formal way, like people you want to pitch your idea to, people you want to work with, right? But when it comes to code message, you can even send a code message to your friend. When you go to an event, right? When you go to an event, it's something you can use a code message to connect with the speakers there. You connect with people you meet at an event, because there will be some people they will feel like, oh, I go to this event. Oh, I don't know how to connect with this person. I don't even know what to say when I want to see when I want to like connect with this person. That kind of thing, right? And this actually like gives you rooms on how you can actually connect better with people. Yesterday we talked about boldness, right? I think confidence. Yes, the speaker talked and taught us how to like be confident in doing anything we want to do, right? So let me go back to this. Sorry. Okay. So she was talking about like how to build our confidence and be a better person in the society. So this is something you're going to be managing with your confidence skill. Yeah. To make sure that anybody you want to connect with, you connect with the person without being getting scared or being scared of like connecting with the person, right? So the code message now, we have three things there as well. Like I mentioned in pitch when I was talking about the elevator pitch. We also have three things you need to take note of here when crafting like a code message. So the first one is clarity. You need to make sure that what you are writing or what you want to say is very, very clear. Like be clear with anything you want to do. So if you are trying to like talk, you need to like be clear of what you want to say. Like be clear on why you are reaching out. You need to know the goal, why you are reaching out to the person. Why do you want to connect with the person? Right? You need to know your clarity. You need to be very, very clear with to what you want to do. So the second thing is the connection aspect. So this one I usually call it CQ. What I mean by CQ, we are going to get it. The first one is clarity, right? That's C. The second C is connection. So this is find common, like when you want to like find common ground or genuine interest in the person you want to connect with. Okay. The first thing, the what's it called? You already like be very clear why you want to reach out to the person, right? So the second thing is you need to know the genuine interest on why you want to reach out to this person, right? You need to know like, oh, this is the reason why I actually want to reach out to this person. For example, you go to an event, right? You were able to like see how the speaker was talking. You love the way she was talking. You love the boldness she has and all of that. That's a genuine reason, right? Why you have interest in the person. The third thing is call to action. What I mean by call to action is the action you want to take. Like, how do I want to put it? Hey, with a simple, it's just like a request, an actionable request. Yes. Like it's the action you want to take, reach it out to that person. Do you get it? So that's the C cube. Let me repeat myself again for those that are kind of like writing it down. The first one I mentioned was clarity, right? So the second one I mentioned was connection, like the reason why you want to reach out to the person, the genuine interest you found in the person. So the third one is the call to action. So now I'm going to be sharing my screen now to like show us what I mean by that, because you're going to be doing another practical this activity again. So let me try to share my screen again. Okay, Okay, for feedback's sake, please can everyone see my screen? Let me try to on this. Okay, great. So all right. So the second one is this, right? Okay, I use this as an example. I use LinkedIn as an example. Excuse me. So the name of the person I want to connect with is Messi, right? So I'll just say, "Hi Messi, I'm Taofeeqah. I'm a designer passionate about creating user focused solution in tech, right? That's what I do. Do you get? So that's like introduction. So and the clarity is coming into place here. So I recently came across your work on LinkedIn and it resonated deeply with me. So and I would like to connect and learn more about your journey. I hope you are actually like, I want someone to like tell me where we have the clarity, where we have the connection, and where we have the call to action in this message. Please and please, I hope you are taking attention, taking note of this, right? So let me read the message again. I want someone to like, because I actually have a gift for the person. I want someone to tell me where the clarity is, where the connection is, and where the call to action is in this message. Hi, Messi. I'm Taofeeqah, a designer passionate about creating user-focused solution in tech. I recently came across your work on LinkedIn and it resonated deeply with me. I would love to connect and learn more about your journey. Would you be open to a quick chat or email exchange? Thank you so much for your time. So can anyone tell me where we have the clarity, where we have the connection and the call to action? Oh, nice. Sandra.
So, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
I think the clarity here is um, a designer passionate about creating user-friendly solutions. And the connection is the I recently came across your work on LinkedIn and it resonated deeply with me. And then the call to action is you asking if she would be open for a quick chat or email exchange.
Okay, please can you come again?
So,
Can you hear me now?
Yes, very well.
Okay, so I said that I think the clarity is the place you wrote a designer passionate about creating user-focused solutions in tech. Why the
Okay.
connection is I recently came across your work on LinkedIn and it resonated deeply with me. Then the call to action is would you be open to a quick chat or email exchange?
Perfect. So that's actually it, right? That's where you have your clarity, you have your connection and call to action. So the gift I have for you is are you using MTN, please? What network do you use?
MTN.
MTN, right? Okay. I
Yeah.
owe you 3 gig. So I think that will cover for the next classes you're going to be attending. So please send
Thank
me DM. Just send me a DM. Are you on the community? Are you in the community?
No, someone sent the link to a group chat, so I just joined.
Oh, okay. So after this session, we're going to be sending in our community this thing again. Our community link. So for those that are not on the community, they have the chance like to join our community. But you can reach out to me via my email because I don't want to drop my number here.
Okay.
So let me just send my email here so that you can reach out to me via email. And then I'm going to give you your token.
Thank
This thing. Yeah. So let me do that right now while you copied my email address.
you.
Okay, so I've sent it. So for others that actually responded as well. Okay, let me read the chat. Um, Cherries. Okay. You were not clear enough. How do you expect me to know what first sentence you're talking about, what second sentence you're talking about, and the third sentence you're talking about? So, okay, the connection is in Y. Okay, connect that. So, I think Arafa was saying something. Hi. Okay. So I think she was trying to type in another message. So that's basically what Ladi, I hope all is well. Okay, so that's basically how you can create a page, right? So if it's for an event, right, you go to an event, you just um message the person after the event, right? So you can just be like, hi, um let me put it this way. Okay, you go to an event and you want to connect with the speaker right in the event, right? Because you need to connect with the person before you even have the LinkedIn or have the person account, the person name, the person phone number or any way you want to reach out to the person. So if you want to go and reach out to the person at the event, you can just say, oh, hi, um let me try to look for another name here I can use. Okay. Hi, Raima. My name is Taofeeqah, and I'm a product designer. I'm really passionate about creating user-centric designs, right? And I recently, I really love, I've already started my connection, right? So I just said, I really love the way you talk earlier. I would love to connect with you. Would you mind sharing your contact with me? Would you mind sharing your social media this thing with me? So whether if the person, because the person might not be someone that can share uh or let me just say him or her this thing, like contact, right? Because some people are really very sensitive when it comes to their phone number, sharing the phone number. So they'll feel like, oh sure, I can just like type or tell you my name on social media, right? So and they send the person a message. So that way you were able to like build your confidence to go and meet the person at first, and you were able to like craft your code message out perfectly. So I really hope the yesterday class and today's class has already solved someone's problem here today when it comes to like reaching out to people outside, right? So that's a very short way to like craft this thing. So to eradicate the fact that I don't know what to say. Hey, how do I want to reach out to this person? I don't really know how to reach out to this person. I'm really like getting scared to reach out to this person. So this already conquered the fear for you, because yesterday we talked about confidence and today we're talking about how to write a good message. So activity. So the activity I want us to like do now, we're going to take in another time now, right? So let's all try this out again. So write a good message now to someone you admire in your feed. So on this call, or for those that are actually in the community, I know there are some people that are usually like very, very active, right? And there are still some people that will be like, oh, I'm really looking forward to this person. Or wherever you've been to an event before and you really there's one particular person, Sha, that you want to like connect with, right? That you want to like share your thoughts with. So think of that person now and write a good message to someone you admire in that particular field you are like training towards. Whether you are a let me just say like a budding product designer, or a new data analyst, or someone that is just starting out, right? There will be someone in that particular field that you are pursuing, that you really want to like look like you are looking forward to meet or to like see. So just write a code message to the person. I'm going to like to giving us 5 minutes this time around, and you can drop the message just like the way we did it the first time in this income message for those that were not around when we did the first one. So you can use this opportunity to also do the same thing now, and I'm going to be reviewing it. Yes. Arafa, is there anything you want to say? Because I'm seeing my name on the income message. Okay, it was a mistake. So I'm not seeing anything here. Oh. Okay. Anybody that wants to talk, you can unmute your mic. Please raise your hand first so I'll know who I want to call to. Because this code message is not something you have to like be crafting down, right? You might see someone in an event, you cannot like go to, okay, think Rima. Okay, Rima raised up her hands first. So Rima, go first.
Okay, what I wrote down is I Teniola Roima, a designer passionate about solving problems through design. It's been a while that I've been seeing your work for a while now, and I would love to connect with you. Would you be available for a quick chat or mail exchange? Thank you.
Okay, that's very great. That's very nice. Thank you and well done. So, what I would like to like say about that is the person like a senior or the person is also starting out like you? Because you need to like give the person the respect when it comes to being a senior, right? Also, the fact that you said the part you said I I've been seeing your work online and all, so you need to like increase that aspect, that sentence. What I mean by increasing the sentence is, oh, I've been seeing your work and this is actually like making me to do more as well as a designer. I would love to connect with you. Do you get? So you already give that person that look like, oh, this person actually admire my work and the person has been following me so far. Do you get? So the person will have the opportunity to like, oh, let me give this person a chance. There's this thing about us, if especially female. When you go to somewhere and someone is like, hi, I love the way you're doing, and so. There's this blushing, we usually blush. So it's to give the room like to that person to feel like, oh, feel important to get and give you the chance to like do whatever you want to do. So peace. I think peace wants to go next. Peace.
Good
Okay, let me
afternoon.
just send in the template here so
Good
that
afternoon,
others can
Happy. Can
also.
I go now?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Thank you.
You can. I'm listening. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure,
Can I
sure.
go on? Okay. So the cool speech that I crafted was, "Hi, Taofeeqah. I am Chisujema, a community manager that is really passionate about closing huge gaps between the community and the company. I came across your post on LinkedIn and I really loved what I saw because it kind of encouraged me to do more. I would love to connect with you. Would you mind sharing your social handles with me?"
Perfect. To be honest, that's really amazing. That's really amazing. I love that. So that way you already like pitch yourself to the person as well. So sometimes code message usually combines like two things. It to combine the code message itself and the pitching aspect. Do you get? So I feel like, oh, sure, I can share my contact with you, and then we'll exchange for that. From there, once you get home, you can then pitch yourself for that. Like, oh, thank you for giving me your contact earlier. I would love to like connect. I love connecting with you here and all of that, stuff like that. Nice connecting with you here and all. The person can also have the chance to like save your contact if it's on normal contact like WhatsApp. But if it's something like online, the person can just have this mindset because it's already in the brain already. So when next you see the person at an event or something, oh, I was the one that messaged you the other time, and the person, oh, there's this way the person will connect with you better. Do you get? So thank you so much for that. So another person who wants to go next. I've also dropped the template here as well. So you can also use this template to like craft some things better for yourself. So if you are reaching out to the person online, I mean virtually, online or physical. So anybody that wants to go next, You've talked about this thing yesterday. Oh, building confidence. I don't know why people do not want to like raise up their hands. And should I start calling names? Okay, let me send the templates now. You're welcome, ma. So, hello, can anyone see me, please?
No.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. So, in absence of none, I would like to take in questions now. Do you have any question? Or you have any experience you would like to like share with us when it comes to something like this? And the feedback from this session. So I would like to hear from you guys. Is there any question before we call it a day? Okay, Tata, you can go.
Okay, good evening. Thank you so much.
You're
I want to
welcome.
ask that if to send a message to somebody I really look up to on LinkedIn, and I would love the person to mentor me. I would love to be mentored by such a person. Should I just write? Can I write the message, like a pitch message, like the one like the one on the template, or how do I
Adiza,
do it? Send a message to somebody I would love to mentor me, like a mentorship message to the person.
Okay, okay. Yeah. You can use the pitch. You can use the pitch. So the way it's going to be, right? It's going to be like hi, you are so and you're a project designer. You are really passionate about doing what you are doing as a project designer, right? And you've been following this person for a long period of time. There's a way you're going to like craft this thing. I'm just telling you. So you've been following this person for a long period of time, and you really love what she has been doing, and you really love if she can give you opportunity to like be one of our mentees. That's all. Do you get? So she'll be able to know that, oh, this person have been following this thing. Or you can even add, because you need to add the what's it called? The value. You can't just like reach out to me and say you want me to mentor you. Why? Why do you want me to mentor you? What have you done for yourself so far? Do you get? So you can even write in a pitch like, oh, this was what I've been able to do so far. I've taken courses, I've been designing, and even if you have a single design you've done before, you can add the link to the message. Do you get? You can add the link to the message. So just write out everything like that. You can take it to ChatGPT or any other AI to like restructure or rephrase it for you better. So once it
Okay.
has been rephrased for you better, you can then send a message. But there's some things that you need to remove when AI say rephrase something for you. Let me try to show us what I mean by that. Because there is a way that people usually misuse AI. They don't really know how to use them. So if I see some messages sometimes, I will know this person use AI. Don't even need to tell me. So there's a way you need to like do it. So the way I said it now, I'm going to like be putting it down with AI, right? So this
Yeah.
way, I'm using this opportunity to tell us how we can actually, use AI to craft messages like that. I'm not saying that you should relent or put all your this thing with AI. Please, I would like to know if you can see my question. If you can see my screen, rather.
I can see it.
Okay, so you can just go to ChatGPT now. You can just say, okay, I okay, rephrase this for me perfectly for a potential. Let me just say for a potential mentor. After writing this, you know, you already tell it, you already like type it out like this is what you want AI to do for you, right? You will now click on your quotation mark, right? So inside the quotation mark, that's when you now write your word. What is the word? Hello, Sandra. I am Taofeeqah Bello, a product designer. Let me try to remove this and put it there. Yeah. A product designer with feel let me just say a product designer that is just starting out. Just write it anyhow you want to. A product designer just starting out, and I've been following you for a while now. I've been following you for a while now, and I would love you to. I would love you to be my mentor. This is what I have been able to do so far. Or this is one of my designs, something like that. So you can then add link. Let me just put this. So you've already crafted and like what is on your head, you've already crafted it out, right? You follow the rules and everything to craft this out already. But you still feel like it needs to like be phrased perfectly, right? So let me just send it and let's see what ChatGPT will bring out. So you need to make sure that in that thing you are writing out, in that what's it called? In that message you want to write out, even for ChatGPT, you make sure you follow the rules, right? If it's for code message, okay, this kind of thing is like it's still like a code message. Yes, it's still a code message because I have the connection there, I have my clarity, and the call to action is there. What's my call to action here? I want the person to be a mentor. It's like I'm requesting for something. So it's a code message. So you need to make sure like in that code message you want to like even write out for ChatGPT, it contains all the rules that you're supposed to follow. I don't know why this is not going. Let me try to reload this. Okay. All right. So this is it. You can see it has been rephrased, right? That's been rephrased. So let me just say, okay, what does ChatGPT say? My name is Susu. I'm a body and product designer who has been inspired by your work for some time now. I truly admire your expertise and accomplishment. I will be thrilled to have you as a mentor. Here's link showcasing some of my work and progress so far. I will be grateful for the opportunity to learn from you and receive guidance on my journey. So this is even still long, and you don't need all those things. So some people, this is what they usually do. They will copy everything now and send to the person immediately. This is wrong. This is really wrong. So even if I'm reading this, even from this thing, I'm seeing what's that particular word ChatGPT usually use very well. Where is it? Oh, if I see this, I already know I use ChatGPT. Even if this thing, so it's something you can rephrase yourself, right? If you are sending this message out to the person, you can just send out like, "Hello, Sandra. I hope this message, I hope you are good, or how are you doing? You don't even need to like send all those things. You can even like, for example, you are sending the message using LinkedIn, right? Then they cannot give you, as first person you want to reach out to the person, then they cannot give you all this opportunity unless you're using like pro or something. So you can just remove this. If she's doing fine, if she's not doing fine, you might not even know. So you get, so you can just say, hello Sandra, my name is Tafiko, and I'm a body like product designer who is inspired by this thing. Okay, I actually admire your expertise and all of that. I would really like, I would really love to have you as a mentor. You know, that way it doesn't like really sound like I use ChatGPT. But if I write it exactly the way I'm seeing this drill here, I already know it's ChatGPT. So you can just say, okay, here's the link showcasing some of my work and process so far. So in this link, sometimes like for a newbie like you or someone like just starting out or so, so you can even create a Google Drive, put in all the work, or you can even take a screenshot, right, from Figma, what you've been able to like do so far. It might not be all, just like 30 can add your what's it called? If you have any certificate you've gotten so far, you can add it to it, send the link to her. She'll be able to access everything and know, oh, even with this alone, you've already like, if I see someone sending this kind of message to me, I'll see this person as a very serious person, right? I think she has already started doing something for herself. And I've already seen the value in her. I've already seen what she is up to. I've already seen how what she has been able to like create so far. It will push me better to like feel like, oh, I can take this in as a mentee. And if I'm not even taking anybody in as a mentee, I can connect her with someone, because this give you higher rank already, right? So I'll be grateful for the opportunity to learn from you and receive guidance on my journey. This is also very great. Best regards and Taofeeqah Bello, you don't need this. Except if you're sending an email. If you're sending an email to someone, you can add this, right? You can add the subject because it usually asks for the subject. Do you get? So that's a perfect way to craft or use ChatGPT perfectly. So that when you're sending it or trying to use it for something, it's not going to be like you using exactly the way ChatGPT uses for us. I hope this is very clear for everyone also trying to like learn how to use ChatGPT. So let me try to see other people question.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Um what was the question? Okay, Raima. I've heard I've heard people say we should take a bold step to message companies for work on LinkedIn. Is it right? Yes. So you've not be like following what I've been saying since. That's what I mean by pitching yourself. That's what I mean by crafting an elevator pitch. Even from the beginning, I shared a story. I said earlier that even the last role I got, I was able to get it through what's it called? Pitch I sent to the CEO of the company. I was able to get it instantly. That I was not even like, it was not something I believe is going to work. Do you get? But I just took the bold step and sent the message to the person. And how I was able to like get the company, I do that a lot. I send code messages a lot. Even the time I was really hunting for jobs then, I sent out code messages to a lot of CEOs on LinkedIn. And at least, and let me just say that time I sent like 30 to 40 CEOs messages, and I was able to do up to like 15 interviews then, just with code message, just with like teaching myself by sending out those messages to them, right? So it's something that really works. Do you get? And even the one I actually sent out that doesn't really like work for me, because before, I'm not somebody, I don't know, it probably is not my own luck, like applying for jobs and all of that. But I apply it up to tomorrow. The only thing the stage I'll reach is just the interview stage. I'll do the interview and then they'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 stuff like that. So all the work I've gotten so far is always through me posting something online. They've been following my portfolio, reaching out to me directly on LinkedIn. So, and this one, I actually was the one that sent out the pitch to the person. And how was I able to see to do that? There is one thing I love about LinkedIn is the gossip aspect. Yes, let me put it that way. Is the gossip aspect. When you see, for those that understand Yoruba, money in your new LinkedIn. So and I really love that because that's what I love about the social media, in the sense that if someone view your status, like if someone view your profile, you'll be able to see those people that view your profile, right? So that was how I was able to catch that person. And the CEO just he viewed my profile, and I went through all the his profile as well. I saw CEO of something something, and I was like, oh, this is what they do and all of that. I thought, oh, wow, I really have interest in this company. I just sent out immediately. I saw that this person view my status, view my profile. Sent out a message immediately. So I sent out a message to him immediately. So I crafted the pitch and sent to him like, oh, this is what I do. This is what I've been able to do, why I sent out the message. No, it was a code message actually, because I wrote the reason why I reached out to him, in the sense that I saw that he viewed my he viewed my profile on LinkedIn, right? So I included that connection into it. I included why I have the genuine interest in reaching out to him, right? So it was a code message I was able to like send to him, not a pitch, because I did not pitch myself to him. I sent out a code message to him, and that way that was how I got to the role. So it's something that really really works. To be honest, it really works. You can give it a try as well. And we all have different looks, right? So it's something, it might work for you, it might not work for anybody, it might work for another person. But trust me, even with that, you're able to build connection. There was a connection that I was able to build to date now, sending out just messages to people like that. So it really works. You just have to make sure that you write the message the way it's supposed to be written. So I hope I answer your question very, very, very much. So Ida, that's the last question we're going to be taking today. Ida, please, can you see hear me?
Yeah, hello, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, good evening.
Thank you very much. I've been able
Hi.
to learn a lot right from yesterday. And please, I want to digress
You're welcome.
a little. I want
Okay.
yes, I want you to put me through. I've learned the three things in code messages. What you have to do is clarity, connection aspect, and call to action. And I have
Okay.
somebody that I want to send this code message to this evening. So I would
Okay.
like you at least to listen to what I've just been able to draft down, if I am
Okay.
correct or if I am on the right track. It's about sales. We had a promo and people came in to sell. The guy came and he said he's going back, he's going to give me a feedback, but I've waited for like 2 days. I've not gotten
Okay.
the feedback. So I want to send him a good message. I
Okay.
want you at least to tell me if I'm right or wrong. Thank you. This
Okay.
is what
Please,
I've been
can
able.
you send it to
Yeah.
the call message here?
Okay. No, I want to read it out to you.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. You can.
Hey, John. It was great to meet you yesterday. Let me know if you'd like to go ahead with the car purchase. I can only hold this promotion for a few days. I'm sure you'll make a great decision for yourself and family. Whatever you decide, much better. I don't know if I'm right or wrong.
That's really great, to be honest. I really love that because it includes you really like would love the person to get it, not because of your own interest alone, but for the person to also understand what you like he wants to get. So I would like you to change that A to hi or hello.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Hi, oh, hello, okay, okay,
yes, yes. So if
okay.
it's something you are sending to the person on WhatsApp, is it WhatsApp?
Yes, it will be on
Okay,
WhatsApp.
okay, great. So it's actually very nice. So you can just attach it like looking forward to your response, to your favorable
Okay,
response, and you can just send a
okay,
message. Yes, looking
okay,
forward
that's
to your favorable response. Yeah, I think it's
okay.
going to go a very long way. So it's something like you are trying to like follow up with the person. That's a good message.
Yes,
So
yes. Thank
I'm
you,
really
ma'am.
glad we were able to like gain from this today. Thank you so
Thank,
much.
thank you,
So
ma'am. Thank you
I
very
think
much.
we're going to like that's going to be all from my hand, and Yes, because we're supposed to end this by 6 p.m. Angela, please, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, okay. Yes. Yeah, I said that's all because I doubt if someone still have another question.
So, in the absence of no question, thank you very much, Taofeeqah, for that amazing session. I was able to learn a lot, and I'm sure every one of us were able to learn something too. So,
Okay, yeah, we're going to like be sending him. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be sending him the community link for those that want to like join the community. So I don't know if you have the link with you, Angela. You can just send it here so that they can join the community. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
yeah, I hear you. I'll
Yes, we
share
can
the
hear
link
you.
to the community.
Oh, okay. So we're going to be sending in the link to the community so that for those that have not joined the community can have access to join the community. And another thing is we still have another session tomorrow because, like I mentioned, it's going to be 7 days, and we had the first day yesterday. So very soon we're going to be posting the link to the recording on YouTube. So we're going to be sharing it out for those that could not join. You need to have access to that. And oh, thank you so much, Muslima. Thank you, Blessing. So yeah, you can also connect with me on social media as well. I think is able to like send in those links earlier. So I don't know if Queen can actually send in again for those that want to like connect with me on socials. So you can connect with me on socials as well. And for those that want to join our community, the link has been shared here as well. Can click on it and join our community. So for tomorrow, trust me, the topic is going to be fantastic. And I really wish and I really hope we are going to be learning from the speaker tomorrow because it's going to be another day for us. And for today's own, you can tweet about it because I gave us some activities and some people were able to like do it perfectly. So you can tweet about it or send it to your social media or even the group like, okay, this is what you were able to do today and this was what you carried out and all of that so that you can also have something like a documentation for this masterclass for yourself. So you can use the hashtag Attack Africa hashtag masterclass. So Muslima, were you trying to say something?
No,
Okay. All right. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right, everyone. Bye. Do have a great day and see you tomorrow. Bye.
thanks so much.
Thank you so
Oh
much
yeah,
for
yeah.
this
If
session.
you can turn up, if you can turn in your video, let's take a group picture. Yeah. So let's do that for just like few minutes. You can turn on your video. So if you can turn on your video, let's do that. And let's keep the emoji coming as well. Let's keep doing that, please. Just a few seconds. Okay. Smile now. All right. Thank you very much. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.